Today I wanted to talk to you guys and ladies about how to operate on a team that's not doing well during the season. First and foremost, you can't show frustration and you can't show fear. That will derail your focus. You have to focus on your output. You have to make sure that you're doing what you are supposed to do first. And then as a leader, because if your team is booty, you're going to have to become a leader if you're not a leader. When a team is losing, having a losing season, morale takes a big play in it. That is the esteem that the conglomerate has, the team has, the emotional level. It begins to lower and lower and lower. And if you ever study exercise science, the lower your morale, the lower your performance will be. And there's a direct contrast to that. The more hype you are, the more excited you are, the better your performance will be, right? Now, within that, when there's no representation of that, someone has to take that mantle. Somebody has to be great. Somebody has to set the tone, and that right there makes the story of legends. When there is no hope and someone stands up and it says, I will be hope. I will be the standard. I will set the bar. Playing ball for over 20 years, I naturally was a leader through my actions, but I was not as vocal. I was still in my head a little bit, right? When I got around, and then I would evaluate those around me, the people who really wasn't performing was the people that was talking, but up to a certain point, we was winning, so I wasn't tripping. As I got older, I got on teams that weren't as great or didn't have as many athletes, especially when I moved to different neighborhoods, and you know what I mean? I had to develop that side of myself intrinsically, and even before that, I had to have my mind on my stats because I knew I wanted to go to college, and if you don't got no stats, that means ain't nobody gonna see you, and I went through those phases of not knowing if I was gonna get recruited, or if I was gonna go to school for free or go to school period, and I dug real deep, performed like I knew I could. Before that, was a lot of preparation that went into that. Plus, I was coming into a new school where nobody know you, everybody doubting you, especially if you have a somewhat thin frame playing D-line, which I did every year, but still I was quick and stronger than most, and I made my way with consistency and self-assurance. And thank God, I had people in my life, parents, associates, etc., that believed in me, and they were my battery pack to make sure I never fell short of greatness. So salute to those individuals. But you have to have that capacity in any circumstance, whether it's your fault or not, to be a leader and to take responsibility. Leaders take responsibility, even if it's per se not your fault. If you're a leader and you great, everything is your fault. Your greatest triumphs are your fault, and your greatest defeats are your fault. And defeats are temporary, and it's not a defeat if you learn something. If you learn something that can catapult you in the future. You feel me? So if you are on a losing team and the morale is low this season, you become that leader. You become the orchestrator of your own reality. You serve as a pillar within your community or group to uplift those that are falling to the wayside. It's similar to a shepherd. Sometimes the sheep, they stray, and you gotta take that cane and pull them back in place. Sometimes it takes words, sometimes it takes excitement, sometimes it takes a slap up the head, And if y'all really family, which y'all should be for playing together for so long, You know, they shouldn't take that to heart. And even if they do, so what? Your future is on the line. Your future is on the line. What that person does and that person does has a direct correlation to you. So are you going to let yourself be great or be forgotten? Yeah. We outie. Hey, be the master of your own fate and play great. Stay out the way.